I didn't see you guys there. I was just reading this book by Geronimo Stilton, The Enchanted Charms. So that's what I was doing. And so let's get into the video. So you should now be able to see my screen. And on my screen you can see it says, the title is Math Quiz. And then it says Player 1 Login for the game. And then username. And then it says Max. Over here you can change the name to, let's say, Rockshit. And let's say I'm just gonna change it back to Max. And it's same thing for player 2 login, username, and then you can change this name too. So then there's a login button. So if you click the login button, nothing happens because it's part 1 of many to come after this. So that's what we're going to be creating today. So let's get into the video. So now let's see the code of our Math Quiz app. So you have this HTML tag, open and close it because at the bottom and up here are where the two tags are. Opening tag is up here, down here is our closing tag. And then our head tag, we open the head tag. You can see with this line that this is where the head tag ends. And so inside the head tag over here it says title Math Quiz. And so you can see up here that my title is Math Quiz. So that's what we did over here, Math Quiz. So that's what that is, and let's get. So this is basically showing this line, the name, viewport, content, and that stuff. Here it says with device width, and so that basically means you can see this box over here, right? This would have been extended all the way to this edge, also extended all the way to this edge. Same thing for the second box, all the way to this edge, and all the way to this edge. So that's what it would do without that line, and so without these three lines, there would be no color. And then there's the script. So this line doesn't do anything yet because you can see over here that there is no JS or JavaScript yet. So that's what we're going to do in part 2. And so that's where the head tag ends and then the body tag starts. And so does the center tag. The center tag is red here because that's what the color they chose. The line is not wrong, just in case you think it's wrong. So this is the H1 Math Quiz, and in this whole center tag is where we're going to see all of our code that we see on the front page. So like this says H1 Math Quiz. The H1 tag makes the text bigger, and so we made it say Math Quiz. So this is what it looks like over here. You can see over here it says Math Quiz. So it says Math Quiz here, so right here. So that's what the H1 tag is doing because you can see the text is really big. And so then this div with the class of the large screen will have 4 sections, small screen will have 8, and extra small screen will have 11 sections. There's a div tag, and then inside there it says the H3 player 1 login for the game. You saw that over here. and so this is what it's saying. And so you can see it says label username. That was the really small text we saw over here. And so then that's what the username tag label tag did. And so this is the input tag where you would put in your name, or yeah, this is where you would put in the name, like over here. This is what it's showing, this like box. That's what the input box is like. And so input type is text because we put the text in it, and then the ID is player 1. Name input, we called it player 1 because it's the first player, and then the class is form control, and then the placeholder, which is basically the hint, says player 1 name. So when we delete Max, you can see it says player 1 name. So that's what it said. If we take Max, it will come back. So that's what that's doing. And so let's get back to the code. So this is where our div tag ends, and then we start a new div tag, which is again, this tags class is the same thing over here as this. So, but this says login div 1 and this is login div 2. That's the only difference. And so then it says so this is basically from the div tag. That's where from this div to div is our each section, like this. Each of these are like 2 different sections, one here and one here. So these are 2 different sections, and you can see that here the div is like kind of like a section. And then there's a break tag, and the break tag does not have a closing tag. And then there's the div again, so this is basically saying everything again, but instead of saying 1, it says 2. And then comes another BR tag. And then this is where we get to see the button. So the button you can see over here. It says login. So our class is button slash primary, and that just primary is going to be showing that blue color you saw over here. This is the blue color. This is the primary. And so this add user will be called in JS or JavaScript, because when you click it, something will happen, and that something is that you'll be going to a different page where the game actually starts. And then as the text, you can see it says login. So you can see it says login right here. And so that's what that's doing. And you can see all this is in center because this is in a center tag. And you can see that right here, because that's what it says right here, the center tag. And then the body tag closes, and so does the HTML tag. That's all the HTML. That's all that there really is to this video. Bye for now.